You know, one of the hot vehicles out here at SEMA this year is the new Land Cruisers, right? They came out in 2024. This happens to be a 2025. The thing is, when you've got a vehicle coming back into the marketplace, it takes a while for the aftermarket to catch up in terms of getting parts and pieces. So this one's been lifted about 3.5 inches. And one of the things a lot of people don't realize is that when you put bigger wheels and tires like this on, you need new TPMS sensors, or to at least get those rescanned for the vehicle. Happen to be with Scott here from Bartec. And what is the biggest misconception that people have with the wheel and tires when it comes to this?
Well, sometimes they forget about they don't even know that TPMS sensors exist. So you have to have sensors in the wheels, and they got to be programmed to the car.
You know, you guys have kind of been on the forefront of this. You've been in this industry for 20 years. How has that evolved?
It's changed quite a bit. You know, we started out in the OE plants way back when, and from that, the technology has gotten faster, it's gotten better. We've been at the forefront of some really cool market-first technology, but it's really, at the end, it's all about making this easier for technicians to use to do builds like this.
So for the end consumer, it's a matter of, hey, if the TPMS sensor comes on, put air in the tire, but if it comes on flashing, you've got a problem.
100%. If that's a flashing light, that means you got a problem with the system. Probably a bad sensor, but there are other things in the system that could go wrong. That's where you want to seek a professional to do diagnostic work.
And also for them, when you go get wheels and tires, you know, everyone's always worried about going to and get any kind of work done on a vehicle that someone's going to try and upsell them.
Right. What they often forget is that the vehicle has a safety system, a TPMS, and you have to keep that safety system functional. So the way to do that, if you're putting an alternative set of wheels on a car, is you put in an alternative set of sensors programmed to the car, and everything works the way it's supposed to.
So the device you've got in your hand right now, what does that do?
So this is a Tech 600 Pro, and what this is, it's a diagnostic tool. What you need to be able to do on vehicles that have TPMS is figure out what might the problem be. Check diagnostic codes, test the sensors before you actually work on the vehicle. Once you figure out what's wrong, you use this tool to program sensors, program the vehicle, complete the relearn. So it's an essential part of a diagnostic.
Whole lot of technology going into a very little part that is keeping you safe on the road. Pretty cool stuff from the guys at Bartec.